Indoor flying season is officially here, and we couldn't have picked a better place to come out and fly this thing for the first time. This is the 36-inch Hacker Madbull from Hacker Model USA. And if you guys followed along with the videos, we know that we put this together about a week or so ago, and I've been itching to get out and fly it. And here we are. We got an indoor flying event here up in Door County at this beautiful indoor facility. We got a ton of people out here flying. So we're gonna go ahead and see what this thing is truly capable of, because we tried to fly it in the backyard a little bit ago. It was a little too windy, was a little rough. I think it was just, a sign that we had to bring it indoors to really see what she was fully capable of. So we're gonna go ahead. We got a bunch of batteries to burn through on this thing today. Let's go ahead and get this thing up for a few flights. If you guys are interested in this plane at all, I'll drop a link down in the description below. Other than that, let's get flying. So we've gone ahead and set up a few different settings with this as well, because we have two different aileron servos. We have the elevator, which is like a full flying stabilizer and everything. It's actually capable of some pretty unique mixes and stuff. So we've mixed in some flaps. We've mixed in some high alpha flaps. Shout out to Two Brothers RC for the inspiration on that one. I was watching their video on it, and that looked like a really cool thing to set up. So we have that set up as well. So we're gonna go ahead. We are flying, we had a couple different batteries. The 2S600 is what we're gonna start off with. We also have a 850 size battery as well that we're going to put in here at some point, but we're going to start off with the 600 milliamp 2S to start the day. I'll go ahead and show you what we got mixed in here for everything. So we got plenty of throw on the control surfaces, our normal flaps here, so the ailerons come down, flaperons as you would call them. We got a little bit of down elevator mixed into the elevator as well, and then our high alpha flaps, which is this right here, where the ailerons go up, elevator goes up. It should be able to fly like just a high alpha angle of attack really, really well. So we'll see how these go. We'll mess around with them a little bit, but I'm really excited to get this thing in the air. Alrighty. Honestly, it looks like everything is trimmed out really, really well. There's no stabilization or anything in this. Doesn't seem like we really need to trim it out at all. Flies really nice and slow. Kind of tells me that, holy crap, we got some race quads going absolutely crazy in here. But it does tell me that we built it straight, which is always good. I was a little nervous putting this thing together, obviously, with it being thin EPP foam. Something like, a warp in the wing or something like that, or just even not putting the fuselage together straight. They have an impact on flight performance, but honestly, this thing's flying incredibly well. And it's got all of the control in the world. For a high wing airplane like this, it's insane that it's capable of this kind of maneuvers. It is nuts. All right, let's go ahead and see what she's really capable of here. We'll try to dodge all of the apprentice in the air. So it's got plenty enough power to go ahead and get into a hover. Obviously, the power to weight ratio on this thing is just nuts. And it just feels so good. Like anything I want it to do, it's doing. It's super maneuverable. It doesn't feel like a high wing airplane. Sometimes with the center of gravities on these, like the roll specifically is a little goofy. It'll be more of like an oblong roll, but this like tracks perfect. Like any like mid-wing, like sport plane. This thing flies incredible. I am so happy with how this thing flies. This is super cool. Let's go ahead and drop the flaps down, or our flaperons, I should say. Gets it really nice and slow. Do a couple passes with this. Might have to adjust one of our ailerons here. It seems to be a little more than the other, but look at how slow that is. All right, so those are our normal flaperons. Let's go ahead and do we'll go ahead and come around here. We'll do our high alpha flaps. So it drops it down a little bit, but she goes into a really good angle of attack. A little more throttle on because we have a lot less lift that we're creating. But that's like basically no elevator put at all. That is just flying with our rudder and aileron. That's a super cool mix. You have one of these things in these flap settings, because this is super fun. All right, go back to normal. through the knife edge. And this, again, this is without the servo arm extenders on. This is just the normal rates on here with the servos that are available for this. So just the little 7-gram servos on here. Definitely capable of some extreme aerobatics. I mean, we got maneuverability for days on this. Let's go ahead and do some inverted. Oh yeah, this thing is butter, absolutely butter. Way better than trying to fly it in the backyard with like 10-mile-an-hour winds. Obviously, this is a really light airframe for indoors, as you can tell. On nice calm days, sure, definitely get away with it if you got zero wind out there, but this is a night and day difference when I first tried to take it out in the backyard last week. This is awesome. I love this thing. Feels really good to have a profile Foamie in action again, and I'm glad it's this one because it's a little bit unique, a little bit different. Super maneuverable. Our flaps again. Rock solid. I love it. Again, this is on just a 2S battery. I know people have upgraded the ESC to run a 3S. I could definitely see where that's needed. The vertical isn't super unlimited. It's definitely got enough power, but you know, when you're in the hover like that, you got to keep it pretty high on the throttle stick, especially to kind of punch out of it. It's not super snappy with the throttle, but it does the job. So if you want a little more power out of it, I definitely recommend upgrading to the 3S system on this. But for something like this, totally fine. That quad is absolutely ripping around here. We're just gonna give the lower floor to him. Guys, I'm super impressed with this thing. If you're looking for something a bit different, you're looking for a Foamie kit to put together that is, you know, can be really docile if you wanted to, or just really go to the extreme as far as like aerobatics come, I would recommend this all day long. I didn't know like how this was gonna handle or how it was gonna be, you know, with it being like a high wing airplane, but this is something else. This is blowing me away, honestly. I'd recommend getting this one if you're interested in checking something like that out. Again, I'll put the link for this down in the description. This is from Hacker Model USA. This is the Madbull 36-inch EPP profile, and it's a ton of fun. All right, let's go ahead and bring this thing in for a landing here. Should we try to drop our flaps? Whoop. Maybe not. I think we got some work to do with the aileron settings on that a little bit. We shouldn't need them. Just like so. So there you have it, the Madbull 36-inch from Hacker Model USA. This thing flies absolutely incredible. I can't wait to get some more flights on this. We got plenty of batteries to burn through today, so I might throw some extra flying footage here at the end. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Hacker Model USA, for sending this out for me to review and assemble and just really experience for the first time, because I absolutely love it. Again, if you're interested in checking this out, I'll put a link down in the description. We're gonna go ahead and burn some more batteries off. I'm Alex from Hangar 14 RC. We'll see you later. Yeah.